How do you use Canva and AI to make some life-changing passive income? In this video I'm going to show you, and it's simpler than you probably think. It is so simple. This is going to be a very short video actually. So let's get ready. This is it, okay? I've got a theory. I've got a theory that if you stick to something long enough, you'll make money, right? Now this is obvious, okay? But most people don't do this. Most people start an online business and end up just falling off just because it gets overcomplicated, and a lot of it is, right? I choose to self-publish books on Amazon. Now why do I choose that? Because firstly, you don't need a website, you don't need any mock-ups, you don't need any inventory, you don't need to talk to customers, you don't need to show your face, build a brand or following, and then when your books sell, you don't need to deal with a customer, you don't need to deal with printing, fulfillment, customers complaints, okay? So it's two things, simple and it's easy. And when something's simple and easy, you can stick with it for a long enough time, right? So any average Joe that gets on this can stick with it long enough, okay? If the trajectory looks like this, long enough to make money. Whoops, they might sell a book here. Suddenly that gives them a bit more momentum, they sell a book here. And then gives them a bit more momentum to get to actually making good money. Right, so that's my theory. I think if you keep it simple and easy, stick with it long enough, you're in it to make more money, because stuff takes time. Right, everyone knows that. Real talk, it's going to take you time to actually make money. It's not a quick get rich quick scheme. It's not a sprint. This is more of a marathon. If you actually want to make decent passive income ongoing, think of it like a marathon. The guys that just come in it for a quick buck, and I do get students like this. They're like, I've bought your course because I'm just going to try this out for a month or two. They're the guys that do like this because they're not thinking long term. They're not thinking this is something they want to build properly. The guys that come on here, they want to do it commit to it until they make money. So that's a good commitment. I'm going to stick with this until they make money. They're the guys that go here and end up making money. Okay, so what are the sticking points? Because simple, it's easy. There's going to be some sort of obstacles along the way. Now, this is the number one thing most people get wrong. So if you think your book is here, we think of the book, we think of the cover, you think of the pages, plus a customer that's going to pay you equals your money. This is your passive income, right? And just move that to the side. Okay, so most people get like, you think these are three elements to making money, okay? The cover, the actual pages inside the book, and the customer. Most people get 2 out of these 3 wrong, and they're focusing on the wrong thing. Right? Most people are focusing on this, the book pages, because if I said to you create a book, the first thing that comes to your head is like, what shall I do it about? What shall I do it about? What doesn't come into people's head is, who's the customer that's going to pay me the money that I should create the book for? That's what you want to be thinking about. Firstly, the customer. Who's this person that's got enough money that's going to make me, if you want to make 10 grand a month, you want to make 5 grand a month, who's this customer that's going to make me 5 grand a month? Most people get that wrong. They don't even understand how to find a customer. They don't even understand who the customer is. They don't even understand how to find out that this customer is actually buying books. And the second thing they get wrong, they're focusing too much on the actual book. They forget about the cover and the title as well. That is what actually sells the book, because that's the first thing they see. Okay, this is the bit you need to nail solidly after you found that customer. The cover and title need to be amazing. That is your one skill you need in this business to make a lot of money. And luckily for everyone, as a complete beginner here, can create best-selling covers thanks to AI. Just got to know how to do the prompts. Okay, so that's the way you actually make money in this business, just using Canva and AI. Right. Firstly, you choose a vehicle that you can stay in long term because it's simple and easy. And then I say do self-published books on Amazon because of the reasons that I gave. And then secondly, is you want to know actually how to make money from these books. And it comes in these 3 things here. 2 of them you need to focus on: finding the right customer and then selling the book to that customer using cover and title. I've got a step-by-step program below if you want to follow it and produce a good book to a good customer that will pay you, and you can get it done in hours and self-publish today. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.